Thank you, Program Director, Mr. Kagisho Mudupi. Let me thank the family with great humility. To have invited and asked us to speak on this solemn occasion of the farewell of Don. To the Nawa, Mlangeni and Ndlovu families, the children, Mamile, Alwande, Olubanzi, Tulas and Leletu, Premier of Gauteng, Comrade Panyaza Lusufi, Mayor of Ekurhuleni, Metro, Comrade Nkosindipile Kagaza, and all your colleagues in the opposition. I've seen the leader of the EFF in Gauteng, Comrade Dunga, and all MMCs of council present. I've also seen a leader of the DA in the council. I don't know their name. Yes. It's not about the VAT, but I don't know the name. Also acknowledge all other colleagues and political parties present here. Members of the clergy, abafundisi bethu, and the great choir, the evergreen choir of Ekurhuleni MPD, amaphoyisa wethu. Noba bemacha befuna imali banike doctor. Ungasokolisa amaphoyisa. Banike imali bangamachi. Bacula kamnandi angisho. My colleagues in the ANC, Comrade Bathabile, I've seen, and others in the National Executive Committee of the ANC. Our actors, singaba yini without you. Ngiyanibona abanye benu senigugile, bathi kuguga othandayo. Our artists, our RDP of the soul. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, today, on behalf of the African National Congress, we dip our revolutionary banners in paying tribute to a legend who was larger than life, a flag bearer of our nation, who flew our nation's flag high as an artist par excellence. To the bereaved families, find comfort in the knowledge that we are here to share your pain and mourn the loss of a remarkable man, a father, a brother, an uncle, a grandfather, and a patriot whose love for his country and his family was palpable. We gather today beneath the weight of memory, beneath the spotlight of eternity, to honor a man who was not merely an actor but a keeper of our collective soul. Don Mlangeni-Nawa, his name itself a melody, a rhythm that dances between struggle and triumph, was a vessel of our stories, a voice that carried the echoes of our townships, the whispers of the elders, and the defiant laughter of a people unbroken. On the 16th of April 2025, Don, a luminary of South African television, an artist, left us with bleeding hearts. Born in the crucible of apartheid fire, Don did not simply recite lines, he resurrected lives. Every role he inhabited was a testament, a living archive of South Africa's pain and promise. With each performance, he wove the fabric of our nation, threads of sorrow and resilience, of injustice and indomitable hope. He was more than an actor, he was a chronicler, whose stage was a sacred ground where history and humanity collided. Born into a land fractured by injustice, Don did not merely act, he testified. With every role, he peeled back the layers of our shared existence, revealing the raw, beating heart beneath. Whether on stage or on screen, he carried the weight of history in his gaze, the fire of resilience in his voice. He was a mirror held up to South Africa, reflecting both our scars and our beauty, our wounds and our healing. Oh, how he commanded the stage, a titan of presence. His performances were not just seen but felt, like a tremor in the earth, like a hymn in the dark. He could be thunder shaking the walls with his passion, or a whisper, drawing us close with his tenderness. He made art that was alive, that breathed and bled and laughed and wept. And in doing so, he reminded us that storytelling is sacred, that to embody another's life is an act of love. From the humble stages of theater to the luminous glow of television screens, Don's artistry was a testament to his dedication and passion. He captivated audiences in the many roles he played, from the miniseries Ubambo Lwami. By 1993, he had become household name as Laqasha. Is good, is nice. His portrayal of Zeb Matabani in Isidingo solidified his place in our hearts, earning him the South African Film and Television Award for Best Actor in TV Soap in 2006. Don was more than an actor. He was a mirror reflecting our joys, struggles, and triumphs. His roles in The Throne, Legacy, The Estate, and Shaka Ilembe showcased his versatility and commitment to telling authentic South African stories. Beyond the screen, Don's legacy lives on in the countless lives he touched. He was a mentor, a father, and a friend, always ready with a word of encouragement or a shared laugh. His dedication to his craft and his community left an indelible mark on all who knew him. Even those that only knew the characters he played felt his personal touch. Who could forget the way he commanded presence, his voice, deep, resonant, like distant thunder over the Drakensberg, could silence a room or stir a revolution. His eyes held galaxies of emotion, the fire of defiance, the softness of love, the weariness of a man who had seen too much yet refused to look away. Whether he played the revolutionary, the father, the fool, or the sage, he did not perform characters, he breathed them into his existence. Beyond the footlights, Don was a sculptor of dreams, molding the next generation with hands both firm and tender. He understood that talent without guidance is a seed unplanted, and so he nurtured young artists with the patience of a man who knew the nature belonged to those who could remember the past. His legacy is not only in the roles he played, but in the lives he shaped. The stories he passed on like heirlooms to a nation still learning to tell its own tale. And yet, for all his grandeur, he remained a man of the people. He carried his fame lightly, like a well-worn jacket, never forgetting the soil from which he grew. In his laughter was the warmth of shared humanity. In his silence, the depth of unspoken understanding. He was ours, a son of the soil, a father of the arts, a brother in the struggle for meaning. Now the final curtain descends, but the stage he built remains. The lights may dim, but the stories he gave us will never fade. For Don Mlangeni-Nawa did not simply leave us, he left pieces of himself. In the scripts he brought to life, in the audiences he moved to tears and laughter, in the very spirit of South African theatre, which will forever bear his imprint. So let us not say goodbye, beloved Bradon. Instead, let us say thank you. Thank you for your courage, your artistry, your unwavering belief in the power of story. Thank you for showing us ourselves in all our complexity and glory. Rest now, mighty storyteller. You now belong to the ages. Take your place among the ancestors, where the great stage has no end and the applause never ceases. And know this, as long as there are voices to speak, hearts to feel, and stories to be told, you will never truly be gone. You will be here in the silence before the applause, in the hush of a captivated audience, in the unshakable truth that art is eternal. As we bid farewell to this giant of the industry, let us remember the stories he told, the lives he enriched, and the love he shared. Bradon may have left the stage, but his spirit will forever echo in the stories we continue to tell. Hamba kahle, lion of the stage, your performance was a masterpiece. Your legacy, our inheritance. Amandla.